Every Friday night, anywhere in Australia, you'll always find a group of guys that are out cruising in classic cars. You know, what harm are they doing? They're beautiful cars, beautifully restored. You know, there's been a lot of drama lately about hoons, you're terrorising neighbourhoods, doing skids in housing estates, all that sort of garbage. The guys here, there's families, there's kids, the girlfriends, the wives. Sure, you'll always find idiots in every group, but most of these guys, they have respect for the cars, they have respect for who they are, they behave themselves on the road, they take the car to the strip, they take it to car events. Friday night, big heap of classic cars around.
Absolutely.
And what have you done? You brought your kids out here to have a bit of a look?
Yeah, love the classic steer. We come down every second Friday night and see what's around.
There's something about owning a classic car, is there not?
Absolutely. Probably like most of the guys here. My dad had an old MG that I used to salivate over when I was little and was just desperate to find something of my own. So all these guys got a passion for it, and I sort of work in the industry a bit as well. And yeah, everyone loves their car. It's not just their transport, it's their life and their fun.
This is definitely a family sort of an event here, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you can see everyone that's around. You see cars cruising past. They're got their kids in the cars, and they're all driving sedately in probably legally modified vehicles. They're not sort of hooking skids or driving like tools.
When people gather in an area and they're in an obvious old car, this sort of environment, we're an easy target. It takes the police a lot more effort to pull over 15 tradie utes that are overloaded and the guys are full of piss than it does to walk in here and hand out 15 tickets and go home and get a pat on the back. And I'm not knocking the police because they're given the job by the government. At the end of the day, the government's the one driving this, and the thing the government needs to realise is we're a very strong force and we vote, and I know through Facebook pages that I run and a lot of other things and doing these sorts of events that people are absolutely fed up and sick and tired of being, bastardised and classed as hoons because some guy on a VS Commodore or whatever, not picking on Commodore drivers, whatever car does a burnout outside a garage. Oh, you got a Commodore, haven't you? You got mags. You're an old hoon.
Yeah, I'm an old hoon. And
He's
proud
the
of
worst
it.
type. Take it away.
Actually, I've been told that I'm not allowed to refer to myself as a hoon anymore. The fun has gone out of it. Now I'm just a car enthusiast like everybody else.
Well, I won't tell you what we came up with.
We just need to get all our car groups together like they do in America, like that's why they can do what they do, and cars like this should be allowed to drive on the street. Here they don't care, mate. They just, they see it as horsepower or, it's modified, so it shouldn't happen. But like I said, we're all voters, mate, hey, and we all should have a say.
What is it that got you into cars in the first place?
Well, my dad grew up with cars and he's speedway, drags, everything. And then I always got brought along since I was a little kid. Never been in danger. I loved it.
So you grew up as a car lover,
Yeah.
and mate, there is nothing better. When you look around the people that's here, there is such a friendly atmosphere.
It is. It's absolutely, everyone's smiling, having fun. Just awesome. It's just, what else do you want to do?
It's all about hanging out. It's a social thing and showing off your car, and you've got pride in what you do, and you're not here to piss off anyone else in the scene or get on the wrong side of the law, which is probably the biggest key.
It's just a hobby.
Mate, it's more than a hobby, it's a way of life, mate. It's a lifestyle, it's the Australian way of life.
That's right. You do up a car, not to leave it in the shed. You go cruising.
And mate, people that build cars like these, I mean, most of these cars that are leaving here now are worth more than the average Australian's annual salary.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, spend 150 grand easy on an old Holden.
So mate, these guys are really going to get out there and destroy that car just because they can. Yeah, right.
Definitely not.
Well, potentially that's the biggest risk is the fact that people these days and the way that they're behaving and being particularly portrayed by the media, they take a very, very small minority and they make out that that's all of us. And if we don't make a stand and show that we are responsible car owners and intelligent business people and family people, the government and the law will stop it altogether. So, for a small minority of people that want to go out and act like idiots on the road and risk their lives and everyone else's lives, they could kill this whole event because they could kill everything to do with the cars.
What do you have to say about the idiots that are going out and turning tyres on the streets?
Well, most of those are the guys with their 4 cylinders and stuff that think they're doing touring car racing in streets, it's not a good thing. And, most of them are young kids. Like when I got my licence, my car would be flat out doing 140 kilometres an hour. Now they've got cars that'll do 220, and it's sort of, no one's got any car control. There's no experience in kids anymore.
So mate, if you had one thing to say, one message to put out there, what would it be?
I'd have to say it politely, but I think the big thing would be that control your behaviour, because a few seconds of stupidity on the road to try and impress mates could completely destroy this for everybody for the future.
One thing we have to remember, as a car enthusiast, it doesn't matter what you drive. If you're an enthusiast, you could be driving four-wheel drive, you could be driving a beautiful classic car, a muscle car. It really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what does matter is that we have to stop being segregated. We need to stand together. You know, united we stand, divided we fall. We are car owners and proud of it.